Good morning. Good morning. Let me see preview mode. What's preview mode? Oh, this. Okay. Good morning, everybody. It's your girl Charlotte. What does this publish mean? Oh, back to that. Good morning. Good morning. So, greetings, beautiful spirits. It's your girl Charlotte from Conscious Gear. I wanted to let you guys know that I'm super excited about the fact that I was interviewed by Sarah Williams for the Tough Girl podcast, Tough Girl Challenges. And it was one of the most beautiful experiences, y'all. It was one of the most beautiful experiences of my life because I think what she did in our interview was different than anything I had experienced when I have been interviewed numerous times. But what I love about what Sarah did was she asked the kind of questions that really forced me to dig deep. And I think I might have cried like 2 or 3 times in this interview. I think also too, I was my most authentic self. I was my most honest self. And I would say that I was super vulnerable because I felt like, what do I have to lose? I am running this company because I feel like it's a calling. I feel like bigger bodies deserve to have gear that fits. And that just didn't come by accident. You know what I mean? And really what she helped me to see and where she tapped into is that I'm not just the story of, starting at 2 minutes at 2 miles per hour and then 16 months later, running my first ultra marathon. No, what she brought out of me is that, everything that had happened prior to that really shaped who I was, shaped who I would become, and shaped why I felt committed to creating this gear and then subsequently creating this company. That it didn't happen in a vacuum. It didn't happen by happenstance. It didn't just happen in a moment. That I had a whole life that led me to this very moment. And that moment, I think I need for people to understand that moment when I decided to make a change in my life was monumental for me because I had all but given up on life. And so you're going to hear the kind of intricate details of my upbringing, that moment, the ways I was thinking, the truth about the fact that I was severely depressed, the truth about the fact that I did not want to live. I didn't want to be on this planet anymore. I was really questioning my worth, my value, my need to be on this planet, to be alive. And those are memories that can be hard for me to tap into. I've come a long ways, but I still have more to go. And so I really want people to tune into this podcast because I want you to be able to hear firsthand really a lot of the different elements and pieces that make me who I am, why I do what I do, and why this work is just super important. Bottom line, like, for me, it's like, yes, I'm selling a vest, and yes, I want to make money, but by golly, this work is just important on a non-product level. That is more than the product. You know what I mean? It's a revolution. It is the time for us to wake up to the fact that bigger bodies should no longer be ignored, should no longer be an afterthought, should no longer have to deal with being neglected by mainstream society. And so I love that I got to talk a little bit about my childhood because I think I hadn't really realized what had gone on in my childhood that kind of lent to my love of the outdoors, that lent to my fighting spirit, that really lent itself to me being who I am today. Because I think a lot of people, yes, in the beginning I think there was a lot of naysayers, and not necessarily naysayers specifically, but this kind of inability of people to see why this is important. Also, inability for people to see, well, is she going to make money? An inability to really move past a lot of people's unconscious bias around me being a woman, about me being a fat woman, around me being a queer woman, around me being a fat woman. Like, everybody comes when I meet people, I don't know what I'm meeting until they kind of show up in the way they're going to show up. And all the subtle ways in which people engage in unconscious bias, and particularly when you have more than one thing that people are biased about, it could be really challenging. It could be really disheartening, disappointing, disturbing. And one of the words, I don't know if I use this or not, but it really, in many instances, I realized a lot of times it can feel demoralizing. I used to didn't like that word. I thought like, oh no, that's just too harsh. But it is hard. It can feel traumatic. It feels like a lot of traumatic tics every time you're dealing with people's unconscious bias. But yet, you continue on, you press on, you move past all of the BS, and you continue to do the work that you feel heart-centered around to do. I think what Sarah did, what a lot of other interviews don't really do, is she really tapped into me. She asked me questions about me because she knew at the heart of what I was doing that it wasn't just about the product. It just wasn't about trail running. It wasn't just about being outdoors. It wasn't just about, making a bigger vest. You know what I mean? That it was about a whole experience that would lead me to this moment, and how important this moment is in time, right? We're living in 2024, and I'm the only brand that's going to make a hydration vest for a body up to 8X. Those are bodies that are severely neglected, severely ignored. We have a lot of bias around bigger bodies, but I say to them, I love you. I see you. I honor you. And I'm making a vest for you because just in case you want to go out walking, I want you to have a vest so you can stay hydrated, because I understand when I was in an almost 400-pound body, Charlotte, was in a body that was nearly 400 pounds. I know the struggle. I know it firsthand. How the fuck can I do this job and do this business and not remember my own personal struggle? So yeah, I think she really, I do remember the interview I remember leaving the interview, and the interview happened like several weeks ago, so it's been a minute. I do remember thinking to myself, "Ooh, girl, you went deep." I went so deep. I felt emotional, but I felt good, and the emotion was good. I felt like, wow, I shared a lot of shit. I think immediately I was a little bit concerned and scared, but then part of me was like, forget it. Like, look, this is who I am. This is what I'm about. This is where I come from. Take it or leave it. Because I was finally sharing the raw truth of who I am. And I wanted people to understand that, because that is what makes me who I am. And that's why Conscious Gear was created. And so I just came on, guys, to do a little live and to say to you guys, when you get a free moment, I would love it if you would check out the podcast or just listen to a little bit of what I have to share with the world. So you can get to know me a little bit better, and you can understand this work that I'm doing, because, it's just not about selling product. I wish it was. I don't know if I really wish it was. I say that, but I mean, I just want bigger bodies to know that you matter, right? I don't care what the world says. Fuck them. You matter. You are important. You deserve to be the center of design. You deserve gear that fits, and you deserve to go on whatever fucking adventure you want to go in the body that you're in. And that I love you, and that I honor you, and that I respect you, and that I celebrate you, and that I elevate you, and that you matter to me. Thank you, family. I said I'm only going to be here for 10 minutes. It's just turned 10 minutes, so I'm gonna get my behind off this live and go on about my day. Thank you so much, Conscious Gearheads. I appreciate you, and I appreciate the opportunity that I have to be able to share with the world what I'm capable and able of doing. So have a most amazing day, and I will see you in the next video. Sending nothing but peace and love, and be sure to take care of yourself. Take care of you, because when the world ain't taking care of you, you got to take care of you. Self-care is priority, okay? And let everybody else, they just gonna have to wait. All right, guys, see you later. See ya.